Okay, students. So today we're going to work on creating our own mutations using a Photoshop tool. So we kind of looked at already that, we see these funny pictures online and some of them are real and some of them aren't. People use Photoshop and if you do it well, it can be really difficult to tell when a photo, whether it's real or not. So we're going to play around with this a little bit so you kind of have a feel for how these pictures are made. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a picture of you, or you could do like a celebrity if you want, and we're going to make mutations. So we're going to mutate you in Photoshop. Again, we're not going to use Photoshop, but we're going to use Pixlr, which is, kind of a free online version of Photoshop. So I should have already provided you a link to get to the Pixlr editor. And this is what it looks like when you get here. So there's nothing, there's no image loaded in it right now. So first thing you got to do is pick an image of yourself out. I decided that I would use, you could just snap a quick selfie if you want to do that. Or if you've already got a picture of yourself on your computer, that's cool with me too. Or like I said, if you'd rather do like a celebrity, I suppose that's all right too. But I think kind of a selfie would be fun. So I've got an image on my computer already. So I'm going to go to open an image and I'm going to pull it up. And it is the cutest baby in the world, or in other words, my son. So Rowan, as you can see, is genetically perfect. No mutations here. Actually, technically, we all have mutations. I'm just joking around. So anyway, we're gonna mutate my son a little bit here. So I'm gonna show you a couple ways that you can maybe mutate yourself. So if you haven't used Photoshop before, this might seem a little overwhelming, but I'm gonna show you some basic tools that you can use to kind of edit things. So the first tool I want to show you how to use is the lasso tool. And that's how you're going to select. So basically I click and I just kind of drag it over what I want to select. And I'm just going to kind of outline my son's skin right here. And you'll notice I'm going fast, so it's not going to be perfect. Really, when you're doing this, you want to kind of like zoom in, and you want to do it you want to be as good as you can. Okay, so let's walk through one of the first mutations. I can do one of the easiest ones, which is color. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Shift though, because I don't want to do his eyes. So I'm going to hold down Shift, and then oops, it didn't work. Maybe I can't do it that way. Shoot. Well, I'll just show you real quick, and you can work on selecting and deselecting later. So I'm going to go to Hue and Saturation, and then I can change the color of his skin. So we could say we have a skin color mutation, right? Maybe he's blue. Maybe he turns green. Okay, so that could be one mutation that you do, right? So I'm gonna go, so that's one easy one, is just adjustments and then hue and saturation. And you can try some of these other ones, like you can try brightness and things too, and you can mess around with those things as well. But basically when you select something, all you edit is what's selected. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna go to edit, I'm gonna go to deselect all. Okay, so that was one option. Maybe another option that we could do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to select his ear. And I'm going to go to Image, Free Transform. And now maybe we can say, oh, he had a big ear mutation. I'm going to go, yes, Apply Changes. So that was, again, after something's selected, we go to Free Transformation, and you can distort stuff, make it tall or skinny, things like that. Okay, so that's another one. I'm going to go ahead and edit, undo. Now, if we want to get to where we're having some real fun, what we can do is we can pull in maybe other pictures into this. So maybe one that I'm thinking of is maybe I'll do like bull horns. So I'm just going to search for an image. I'm going to go to search tool and I'm going to do labeled for reuse, just like you guys search with. And then we've got all these different bull pictures here. Now, one thing that would make your life easier probably is if you look for a bull picture that's about the same size as your original picture. So you can see my picture is 640 pixels by 960 pixels. And so I'm going to go to search tools and I'm going to change my size. And I'm going to search for just a medium picture because that'll be about the same pixels. And I'm going to try to find a nice bullhorn picture. Ooh, here. Not what I was thinking really, but let's do a moose. That's kind of funny. Okay, so we'll put moose antlers on my son. So if I want to use this picture, I can either save it to my computer, but I don't really need to. I can just right click and go copy image address. And then I can go to File, Open Image URL, and I can paste that URL in here. And this program will actually go pull that off the web and bring it in for me. And here we go. So now I'm going to again use my lasso tool here. And I'm going to grab this moose antler. And again, I'm going fast. You should take your time and get it as good as possible, but I'm just trying to do it quick here. So once I've got what I want, I'm going to go edit, cut, and you can see it deletes it from that picture. And then if I go back to this picture, I'm going to deselect first, but I'm going to go edit, paste. And oh, there's my moose antler. So and then I can click this, and I can bring it over here. And it's kind of out of the picture, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it. I'm going to free transform it, and I'm going to shrink it down and do just a cute little baby moose antler. Just a cute little baby moose antler. There. And yes, I'm good with that. Okay, and now you'll notice it's on a new layer, so I can move this around now. And it'll be good. Like it's okay. Now, I don't quite like how it's set up, so I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Let's see. Maybe. I don't want to rotate 90 degrees. Free distort. Maybe we'll try this. Oh, there we go. I'll just distort it a little bit. We'll you can see how I can kind of change the angle here a little bit. Okay, got that done. Yes, apply changes. So now you'll see I still got some green. I'm going to click the eraser tool here. And I'm just going to nip that green stuff out. Okay. Looking a little better, right? Looking a little better. Okay, so we got that. But you'll notice it still kind of like sticks out. And so if you want it to really blend in, we've got to do a couple of things over here. We've got to take it, and since it's on a separate layer, we've got to merge that layer down. So I'm going to click on my layers over here. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go merge down. And now it's all one picture. So now if I erase something, I'm erasing my whole picture. Undo that. What I'm going to use here is I'm going to get the spot heal tool right over here. It's got like a band-aid. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. And I'm just going to kind of go along, and I'm going to use this spot heal tool. And what it does is it you can see it kind of blurs the pictures together. And it just makes it like it kind of softens those edges a little bit to where it doesn't stick out like quite as bad. And there you go. Moose antlers. Or a moose antler. Anyway, we could go in and put the other one on there. So what I would encourage you to do is to play around with this a little bit, okay? And, be creative. Come up with a mutation, and then we'll kind of figure out a way that you can do it based on what kind of you think would be fun. But play around with it and have some fun. I realize we're not all Photoshop experts. That's part of the reason we'll just play around with these tools a little bit and kind of have some fun and see what you can do with it. But yeah, we will mutate someone or yourself. So good luck.